Well, some of the crowd are on the pitch. Well, some of the crowd are on the pitch. They think it's all over, but it is now.
The extra man is Brian Laws, impeded by King. Well, the Wednesday supporters ball disappointment to that decision, but it was a clear-cut one. Well, Pearce is the favourite here, although Nigel Clough might have a say. And Gary Parker is the third player around the ball for Forest. In fact, Clough's gone away now. And here goes Pearce. Through the wall, into the corner! And that is disastrous for Sheffield Wednesday. And now Pearson got a foot in for Wednesday. Hurst held it up beautifully. Now Sheridan. Atkinson trying to make a decoy move, perhaps so that Sheridan could shoot. Hurst does shoot! Oh, when you needed a stroke of luck, Sheffield Wednesday couldn't get it for Hurst. Oh, not the second time either. First the post, then the goalkeeper. David Hurst, the frustrated forward. Well, Hodge did his part in the Stuart Pearce goal, just darting away, having joined the line of Sheffield Wednesday defenders and creating a gap. Here's a gap for Sheffield Wednesday, Daly and Atkinson! Crosby. Now Clough had a look to the left to see what was on before the ball arrived with him. Here comes Pearce. It'll come back for Pearce. He's got his second. And the player Sheffield Wednesday feared the most is making this a disastrous afternoon for Ron Atkinson. And Forest really fancying it now, 2 up. And prepared to attack from all quarters. Will that leave some space for Sheffield Wednesday to exploit? It might. Atkinson. Hurst. Atkinson. There's a man spare here. It's Trevor Francis. In goes Atkinson. They just cannot believe it. Well, whether the news has reached Ron Atkinson, I'm not sure. But Luton are leading at Derby. I think he's heard. There's almost silence here from the Sheffield Wednesday supporters, who are starting to comprehend the consequences of this afternoon's events at Hillsborough and at the baseball ground. Franz Carr, Hodge, Jemson, 3-0. Are Sheffield Wednesday surrendering now? Sheffield Wednesday have not been able to secure First Division safety by their own efforts. They've been beaten by Nottingham Forest by 3 goals to 0. Now they must hope that there's good news from the baseball ground.
It's Priest doing the organising. Other players up front to aim for. And Tim Breaker behind him. Breaker with a drive. And the goal! Tim Breaker, 66 seconds on the clock with a tremendous drive beating Peter Shilton. What a drive that was. Dreyer aiming one forward again. And that was almost won there by young Jason Rees. Williams gets it away. Well picked up by McDonough. Wilson in there. Dowie's got it. No, he hasn't. Black has though. And it's 2-0. The storyline so far is going Luton's way, but not here, as Dean Saunders breaks on the left-hand side. Breaker can't even bring him down. Still, Saunders is getting through. Fullbacks even pushing up here. Saunders going again. And that was almost won there by young Jason Rees. Williams gets it away. Luton can't get it away cleanly. It's Mark Wright coming through, playing in midfield at the moment. After going 2 goals down, Mark Wright pushes up onto the edge of the area. Up goes Dreyer, pushed by Harford, and Wright banks it in. Mark Wright with a good half volley, beating out Chamberlain, pulls one back for Derby County. So the closing minutes then of this first half, Luton having gained such a valuable 2-goal lead, having 1 goal pegged back, now are under a bit of pressure. With a lot of players pulled up here for this free kick, away by Darwin, it drops to Williams and he bangs it and it's in. And it's 2-2 suddenly. They couldn't get it away cleanly, Luton Town, and Williams drives it very cleanly into the net. Every time Kingsley Black gets the ball on that left-hand side, it's danger. But this is Julian James. Who can he find? It's Black, tantalisingly going for it. Gets one back again. Kingsley Black again, shoots off the post, and it's in. Kingsley Black from well outside the area beats Peter Shilton yet again, and Luton Town are in the lead unbelievably. From the boy born and bred in Luton, the former Luton supporter on the terraces, Kingsley Black scores that all-important goal from well outside the area. Not a terribly strong shot, but beautifully placed off the post and in. 3-2. Absolutely right. It looks as if they are going to stay up. If the reports we're getting from Hillsborough are correct, then Sheffield Wednesday have lost against Nottingham Forest. We're into injury time now as Luton hang on to possession and to First Division status. As we all look at the referee and the whistle goes. Luton Town, unbelievably, have done it. They've won here by 3 goals to 2, but they've won a much, much bigger victory. They're staying in the First Division.
It ain't really sunk in yet. That's the hard part. You know, sometimes when you lose a game, losing's horrible, but when you do lose a game, sometimes you think, right, next week you can get back into it. All I do know is, like the rest of the team, I started the morning off as a First Division manager, I'm now a Second Division manager.
Last time Sheffield Wednesday were relegated from the First Division, it took 14 years to get back. Have you sort of sensed that gloom because of that the Second Division now is very, very hard to get out of?
To be fair, I haven't even give that a...
Your fans are saying you get straight back.
Well, I mean, they're brilliant. They are brilliant.
Does it?
That's what makes it worse.
Does it really affect the equation that Sheffield United have come up and you've passed them on the way down?
Well, that doesn't make it any easier, of course. I mean, full marks to them. Congratulations. They've had a great season. And, you know, I was looking... I've got to be honest, I was looking forward to the First Division next season with more optimism than ever, you know, with the big clubs, 2 more big clubs back up and local rivalry, local derbies. We've got to try and... Well, we've got to try and redeem the situation as quickly as possible. I mean, the obvious thing is we'll bounce back in this business where they say, well, sometimes you have to go down to take stock. I don't ever believe in that. We were well good enough to stay up. Nobody to blame but ourselves, me included.
Liverpool's motto against upstarts has always been match them for determination and effort, and the skill will take care of itself. They completed their duties with a walkabout in Coventry. Ian Rush leading the parade after the home team had been stupid enough to score first. They never learn, do they? If John Barnes really is going, his leaving present to us has been a season of sumptuous moments. Effortless excellence. If, as Liverpool hope, he is staying, then opposing defenders had better get used to the idea that he now scores as many as he makes. As many as any other player in the division, in fact. Mind you, Ronnie Rosenthal might have run him close with an earlier start. Few players have genuine pace and power. Ronnie has precision too. It's interesting to see Ian Rush figuring at the start rather than at the end of scoring moves. His has been a tireless contribution to the title effort. Barnes's, though, has been a peerless one. Wouldn't it be great if he could do that to the rest of the world this summer? He's got the ability, all right. Rosenthal, meanwhile, will probably spend the summer house hunting on Merseyside. Liverpool on the verge of completing a £750,000 deal with Standard Liège. Rosenthal looks worth every shekel.
Aston Villa's title challenge faded in part because of a lack of goals, yet as the season ends they're suddenly scoring and conceding with abandon. Tony Cascarino turning the ball into his own net. With the Republic of Ireland World Cup campaign looming, perhaps all the out of sorts Cascarino needs is a confidence boost because the instincts are still fully intact. The striker converted Mark Blake's cross early in the second half for perhaps the most straightforward of the game's goals. There were certainly some odd ones going in at Goodison. Everton restored their lead with an effort straight out of the if at first you don't succeed school. Tony Cottee denied before the decisive touch was eventually provided by Mike Newell, back in the number 9 shirt and scoring for the first time since October. But the two weirdest goals were yet to come. Neville Southall, in throwing the ball out, inexplicably strayed beyond the edge of his penalty area. Handball, the referee's verdict. Gordon Cowans took advantage of the goalkeeping error with a sublime free kick. It really wasn't Southall's day. Tony Daley is a frightening sight for defenders when he's belting down the touchline at full pace, and he does have the finishing ability to match, but surely that was a cross, wasn't it? Daley's reaction suggested he wasn't quite expecting to hit the jackpot. That would have been an extraordinary goal with which to settle the match, but it didn't. Approaching the final 10 minutes, Cottee was brought down by the former Evertonian Derek Mountfield. Kevin Sheedy's no longer a guaranteed starter, but his left foot is as reliable as ever. Good news for the Republic of Ireland, that, and a warning to England before they meet in Cagliari next month.
Here's Gascoigne. The burst of pace took him through the gap, and Stewart! Conjured by Gascoigne. Paul Allen strong enough, and that's 2. Chizier, nice turn. Oh, how did he get that back? And Cook, the substitute, in the very last minute for 2-1.
Tottenham's result meant that Arsenal had to win at Carrow Road to finish as London's top club. No certainty given their poor away record. They trailed after 13 minutes, Mark Bowen. Alan Smith went into this match having scored just once since New Year's Day, so he needed this. Kevin Campbell, the provider, Smith equalising 2 minutes before half-time. Yet Arsenal were behind again by the break. Robert Rosario sending Robert Fleck clear. John Lukic did his best, but none of his teammates were quick enough to catch up with Rule Fox, who scored for the 3rd game in a row. Both sides were on their best behaviour, having received fines for the 21-man brawl that marred their last meeting in November. Smith seems to be back to his best form. A very well-taken second goal secured a draw, not enough to overhaul Spurs.
Wallace goes short this time to Martin. Gives it back to Wallace. Bruce with a header, good save by Boulder, and turned in by Alistair. And the cup finalists are ahead, 1-0.
The carnival atmosphere in the stands, not so much on the pitch. Crystal Palace took a 3rd-minute lead through Alan Pardew and showed a fierce competitive streak that left their opponents somewhat startled. No Steve Coppell at Selhurst Park. The manager was away watching cup final opponents Manchester United. And not much grass either, thanks to a herbicide that had managed to kill off most of the pitch. You don't need a beautiful top surface to score that kind of goal though. Andy Gray perhaps getting in some shooting practice for Wembley. 2-0 to Palace after 10 minutes, and that remained the score until the final 20, when Gary O'Reilly, perhaps harshly, was judged to have handled. A penalty for Manchester City converted by one-time Palace striker Clive Allen, who'd just come on as a substitute. City were unhappy at the ferocity of some of Palace's tackling. Mark Ward was removed to the far side of the field to cool down at one stage as his personal battle with Gray threatened to boil over. Gary Thompson was then sent off, the result of one foul too many for referee Hutchinson's liking. Steve Redmond copping for it here, Palace forced to finish with 10 men. City were good value for a point though, they got it with 2 minutes left. Niall Quinn brought the ball down with a hint of a hand before rolling in the equaliser. At the end, City's fans cheered Palace during their lap of honour. Will only be too happy to see them beat United at Wembley next weekend.
A great day for striker Gerry Dixon. A golden hat-trick from him. First, a header. 32 minutes gone. Then just over an hour gone. Gerry Dixon, top scorer for the 6th time in 7 seasons. His second with his right foot. And in the last 10 minutes, Dixon underlines what a complete striker he is. Gerry Dixon with the left. 25 goals for him this season. Chelsea finish 5th. Millwall, though, at least apart on a defiant note. There's a late response from Welsh international Malcolm Allen.
Wimbledon's style doesn't always make them friends, but it's hard to criticise their stamina at the moment. This was their 4th game in 8 days and there were no signs of slacking off. Dennis Wise was particularly inspired, taking his time against David Bardsley before delivering the cross for the opening goal. Paul Miller hit the post, John Fashanu, making a late bid for England's World Cup squad, snapped up the rebound. QPR, fresh from threatening to delay Liverpool's title party last weekend, drew level 2 minutes before the break. Colin Clark got clear and was hauled down by Keith Curle. No doubt about the penalty, no trouble for Roy Wegerle. Wimbledon, though, have been the hardest team to beat on their travels in the First Division this season, with fewer away defeats than even Liverpool. Wise's ability to conjure up magic from set pieces has undoubtedly helped, Paul Miller heading in at the far post as the Rangers' defence retreated in panic. The home side was soon level again though. Substitute Les Ferdinand showed the strength and the stomach for a scrap. When he ran into traffic on the edge of the penalty area, Justin Channing, at the second attempt, swept the loose ball into the net. 2-2. It was turning into quite a contest. Certainly a memorable afternoon for David Seaman, making probably his final appearance in goal for Rangers. He almost went to Arsenal in March. That deal is widely expected to go through over the summer. There was one last twist for Seaman, a defensive mix-up here leading to the conceding of a corner as the game moved into the final minute. Wise jogged over to take it and started making plans for the goalkeeper's leaving present. A special Wimbledon leaving present, one you're not likely to forget in a hurry. Wise's delivery was flicked on at the near post and Keith Curle hooked in the winner. Wimbledon finish in 8th, their highest position of the season. Liverpool then take the title by 9 points, having won their final 4 matches, but that doesn't reflect Villa's achievements in remaining serious contenders until the final 3 weeks of the season. Tottenham won the race behind the top 2 to finish as London's best. There'll be 2 fewer clubs from the capital in next season's First Division. Millwall and Charlton take the drop. Joining them, Sheffield Wednesday, who were caught by Luton's extraordinary late run to safety.